hands! I'm struck.
That is Officer Kenneth Grubbs, wounded but still in control of the gunman who shot him. Video from his body cam and his partners shows the close encounter. Good evening, everyone. Prosecutor Joe Deters says Damion McRae should never have been on the streets to shoot Officer Ken Grubbs, and there is blame to go around.
The body camera video shows how close both officers came to being killed. You'll see the video of the officer getting wounded. Local 12's Deborah Dixon has the dangerous encounter.
This is Officer William Keuper's body cam video. He and partner Ken Grubbs responded to this building on Gilbert Avenue after a call for help from Damion McRae's girlfriend. You can see Keuper coming around a building to the courtyard, where Officer Grubbs is walking toward McRae, who has a Tech-9 hidden at his side. McRae fires first, wounding Officer Grubbs. Then both cops fire back, wounding McRae. One bullet disabled his Tech-9. You can see Keuper covering Grubbs, who's on the ground wounded, but still giving commands to McRae.
Lay down now! Keep your hands up!
Let me see your hand!
Get your hand out of your pocket!
In that pocket, McRae had a loaded .22. Now Grubbs is calling communications.
21, we're outside. One at gunpoint. He has a gun right with him. He is up and alert. I am also struck.
I still think that this is an individual who was willing to shoot anyone he encountered. In this particular case, it was police officers that he encountered first.
After reviewing the evidence, I mean, it really was an act of God that saved these two cops. If that gun hadn't jammed, we could be, unfortunately, going to a couple of funerals.
Deters says McRae should never have been on the streets. Judge Patrick Foley put him on probation in October after his arrest for trafficking in heroin, fentanyl, and cocaine. He has a previous drug trafficking history.
If I had a defendant with this kind of record and he came up in my courtroom, he'd be going to prison.
But Deters also blames state laws that encourage probation, not prison, for low-level felonies.
If you want to cut to the chase on this, the problem is money. And when you close state penitentiaries, I've tried twice to pass a local tax to build a new jail here, and the voters just don't have the stomach for it.
The body cam video will be evidence against McRae, who is now facing a possible 20-year prison sentence. And Rob, you could also still be indicted for attempted murder for Keuper. That has not happened yet, but it could.
Deb, how in the world does this officer shot still has his wits about him, giving orders, and is in control? How does that happen?
It's really startling, but their training is recognized all over the country, and as Elliot Isaac said, it just shows the professionalism there. And then you have Keuper, who sort of puts his body in between him and the shooter, as if I have to, I'll take a bullet. There's a lot going on there, but for him his priority was to keep him from going any place with that .22 he still had in his pocket.
Yeah, he was armed still when the officer
still
was down.
Armed, and you think of all the things that could have happened, and we're pretty lucky this is how it ended up.
Is the officer going to be okay? You
Yes,
think in the long term?
he's home. He's going to go back to work. He's in good shape.
Back on the streets?
Yes, I'm certain of that.
Deb, thanks very much.
Okay.
The Franklin County